Who or what are you actually waiting for? Now, I ask this question because many of us get caught in this place where we know what it is we need to do, but yet we struggle to stay consistent with the things we need to do in order to get it. It's like, oh, I know exactly what I need to do to lose my belly, to lose weight, to get in shape. Oh, I know exactly what it is I need to do to fix my relationship and so on. But yet we consistently procrastinate and delay the things we know we should be doing in order to get that outcome that we want. Now, why is that? That's why I ask you, like, who or what are you actually waiting for? And I ask it because quite often there's this part of us that's almost like seeking permission from someone or something else. It's like, I know what I need to do, but until I get this confirmation that now is the right time, or yes, that is the correct thing to do, I'm not willing to kind of step into it. I'm not willing to commit myself to it or take a responsibility for my own action. So therefore, I'll just kind of hang back. And this kind of hit home with me because it's something I used to do a lot myself too. I'm getting a lot better with it now. I still have moments like we do. We're all human at the end of the day. But I was on a coaching call. In fact, it was a training program with one of my coaches. And he's coaching through one of the sessions throughout the day. And he was talking about how people get stuck and so on. And he's like, the problem is you're trying to think your way out of a crisis. It's impossible to think your way out of a crisis. And I'm like, oh, shit, that's me. I sit here and I think, and I try to use reason and logic and intellect to figure out all of the answers before I'll move forward and take action. It's like I'm in the middle of this chaos that I perceive for myself. I'm trying to fix this in my business and sort this with my body and sort this out with my partner and my child and so on. But I'm not actually doing anything to fix the problems. Why is it? And it's like, it's because you're trying to solve it all in your head. You're trying to think your way out of the crisis that you're currently stuck in. Now, the catch is that doesn't work. And that's what leads us to sitting around sort of waiting for the right person or the right thing to come into our lives and to happen in order to get us to move forward. This happens a lot in health, where you'll see people, they will almost literally sit there and watch themselves get fatter, more and more unhealthy until the point they reach illness and disease. And then it's like, oh shit, if you don't do something about this, you're going to be dead in the next year or the next 6 months when they suddenly get cancer or diagnosed with heart disease or extreme metabolic condition of some sort. And then it's like, oh, fuck, I have to do something. Right. I need to sort my health. And it's like, we need this extreme push, this point in time where in reality, we have no choice now. It's so urgent that we take action that it's like, I've got to do it. And it's almost like, well, now that it is so urgent and now that it is so extreme, people will understand that I'm taking this time for myself. But of course, we're now being forced or obligated to deal with this crisis. And the crisis is now bigger than it ever was before. Whereas if we had just been able to take action in the first place, if we were able to stand in our own power and go, you know what, these are the things I want in my life. These are the things I need to address in order to get it. So here is what I have to do in order to have that outcome. Now it's time for me to move forward, take those necessary actions, and then I'll get that outcome. But for some reason, many of us, we will not take action unless we have some kind of crisis going on, unless things have gotten that bad and my health is so bad, I'm going to be dead in 6 months or a year, or my relationship is so bad, my wife's about to leave me, or my business is literally burning to the ground and I cannot pay my mortgage this month. It's time for me to move. I need to do something now. Now, this, of course, isn't an ideal way to live. This isn't the way that anybody really wants to live. But unfortunately, for many of us, along with not being able to confidently make choices and decisions for ourselves and hold ourselves accountable to them, we also quite often get caught in this place where we're actually addicted to that chaos. Because life is experienced in the highs and the lows, many of us find that on the day-to-day, the sort of general average life that we have, we're not that content with. It doesn't really stimulate us all that much. It doesn't excite us much. So what we tend to do is allow our emotional swing or our emotional pendulum to swing right from one end of the pit right up to the peak. So one moment we're down, depressed. Oh my God, everything's shit, it's crap. Then we're up in the highs because we're suddenly doing things well and so on. But we often find that, unfortunately, we need these drastic things or events to be going on before we'll actually before we'll actually do anything, before we'll step up, before we'll move forward and actually start doing what we know we need to do, we often need these extreme things. Now, as I say, in an ideal world, we wouldn't have that. We wouldn't allow ourselves to operate in that fashion. And of course, you don't have to. The reason we do it is because we allow ourselves to do it. Whereas if you were to actually step back and learn how to observe yourself and go, hold on a minute, this is a bit of a dumb behavior that I keep perpetually behaving in. Like, this is not something I should be doing in order to have the life that I want. This isn't how a normal adult operates. But for some reason, I'm allowing myself to do it. If I saw someone else doing this, I'd be thinking, you fucking idiot. What are you doing? Like, why would you allow yourself to have so much chaos and drama and stress? Why would you allow your health to drift so far away from ideal before you'll actually do anything about it? It doesn't make any sense. But of course, within the context of our own life, we somehow manage to rationalize this decision to not take action, to not move forward, to try and think our way out of the crisis rather than actually do something about it. Instead, we sit around, as I say, and we wait for permission from somebody or something else before we do anything. So my question for you today is a two-parter. So the first one is, of course, as I opened this video with, it's what or who are you waiting for? Like, what is it you need exactly? Is it permission from somebody else? Is it that you need something in your circumstances to change before you can give yourself permission? Like, what is it? What's actually going on that's stopping you? And then along with, well, what's stopping you from taking action? What is the one thing that you know you need to take action on in the next week in order to start moving things forward and actually moving towards the life that you want? So those are my two questions for you guys. As always, if you have any questions of your own, drop them in the comments below. And if not, I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Take it easy.